Well, I think this is a very good Kunkka pick from Nigma. So
Kunkka himself. So
we might see the Lina go on support and the Leshrac go on core now. Yeah, so that might have been the plan to begin with anyway, because Leshrac core can be very good against Terrorblade. He destroys illusions pretty quickly and easily. The reason I like the Kunkka is his lane matchups here look pretty good. I don't think there's anything that he can't play against. And if you look at the entirety of Nigma's lineup, it's the one thing that stands out to me is their ability to 5-man sustain, right? You have the Chen heal, you have the Legion Commander heal, you have heroes that naturally want to get auras. Legion can buy a pipe, she could buy Vlad's, she could buy whatever for this Terrorblade to be a monster. And now you finally put that ghost ship on top to just keep him alive and give yourself team fight. It looks like a really well-rounded and very classic lineup for this team, actually. How many games has Miracle won on Terrorblade with this style of draft? It feels like a Kuroki stable, basically.
It's very in-your-face, very aggressive looking. Should also mention, we saw a lot of Lesh when the patch first came out because of Lifestealer.
Yes,
which made him look super OP, but of course that was mostly Lifestealer, I feel like. So I'm excited to see how Lesh looks in this patch. But my question is, do you buy Aghanims on Kunkka? It seems like it's a pretty good Ags, like better than before for sure.
It sounds kind of awesome when you're sieging, doesn't it? You have Terrorblade hitting the tower, and then Kunkka just runs in and uses Ag's Torrent. The whatever it's called. What's it called again? The spell he gets?
It's like a torrent storm. I don't know. We'll have to look when we get into the game.
Torrent Storm. Wow, it is actually just called Torrent Storm.
I'm so good. God.
I thought it had a cooler name than that.
No, it never does. It's always literal. Amplify damage.
Say imagine you go in and you put a Torrent Storm and you have Terrorblade in it. That's just fighting heroes that keep getting thrown up in the air. And if they run away, you lose your tower, right? I think that sounds pretty cool. But I would imagine Weehaw will not get it until at least 3rd item, because there are other things that are more important to this lineup.
Yeah.
You need, I think a pipe would be super good for the Radiant, which might come from Mind Control. And then perhaps the Kunkka can get... Alternatively, the Kunkka can get the pipe, and...
but that's Weehaw. He's not buying a pipe. Let's be real.
We'll see. I don't really think Radiance is important here, though, on the Kunkka. I think he can be a bit more creative with his item builds. Halberd could be decent against Drow, but it's not good against Lesh.
Now, is Halberd less common on Kunkka these days because they got rid of the damage aspect to it?
Not bad at all.
Not sure how that actually mattered. I mean, I think it was 24 or 30 damage it used to give?
It was 25 damage, I think, and yeah, I'd lost it. It's definitely different. Yeah, I don't feel the Halberd actually. He's probably not going to get it. Yeah, as for Singularity, you look at their lineup, it's 4 ranged heroes with Drow, and then they have this Abaddon frontliner. But the problem that I see for them is their catch is very unreliable. Like, how do you start a fight successfully? You sprout them, or you need a Yules on your Lina to set things up. And those are the heroes you don't want to get caught in the first place, right? If Lina is your catch this game, she can die so easily. She could get lifted by Rubik. She could get X-marked. She could even get dueled if Mind Control gets a dagger. There are plenty of issues here. And I think what Singularity needs to hit is just this... They need a balling moment, right? Where they're just strong, they go together, and they take towers with Nature's Prophet Lesher.
Yeah, I was going to say, their tower taking is insane. Not just those two, but with Drow and the fact that they're all range. Pretty disgusting. Is Weehaw will take an LSA to the face. Is it about half HP right now? Just going to run towards his lane now. It's going to take another Split Earth into another LSA. Those are not the same abilities, by the way. They are designed the same way, though. Weehaw looks like he will actually get first blooded by Singularity.
Pretty nice.
And in terms of the bounties, it looks like it was split. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a weird first blood, I have to say. Very weird indeed. Very Weehaw, if I have to say. Oh, he puts down a sentry. He sees it. He has the Quelling Blade. Just needs to get up into vision. Event, what?
He wants to tango it. He had tango in backpack, so some quota.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess since he knows that Excalibur doesn't have any sentries, it's a safe bet.
Yeah.
And the couriers are painfully slow now.
Indeedly. Right, he's going to eat it now, probably. He might wait until he deals takes a little more damage first and try to trade. So he gets max value out of his Tango. Seems to be the case.
Bottom lane, Metamorphosis, of course, was popped very early by Miracle. We'll take another LSA. Just trying to get as many last hits and do as much damage as they can. Oh, the Courier! I caught a Courier kill because it was Chen, and I just happened to be in this lane, but it will cost him his life. Now, this is a question I also wanted to ask you. When is it worth suiciding for a Courier kill? Does it depend on... Like, if it's mid, I feel like there's no way it's not worth it, right? You definitely do that. But in that lane, was it worth?
I don't know. Like, imagine you suicide mid to kill a Courier, and then the guy just uses his teammate's Courier, right?
Well, it's not just about the Courier aspect. It's also the GPM.
Yeah, but is that worth a death? I think it depends how much damage you do. In the past, I would say it's definitely worth, or not definitely, but most of the time it's worth suiciding to kill a Courier because then you have lane advantage for 2 minutes, right? But now that lane advantage isn't really there. You have a GPM advantage, but the guy can still send out regen and sustain himself with another Courier. Kuro looked a little AFK there, actually. He's actually just going to get run down now, bottom. A little lack of focus. He was looking somewhere else, I think. Just got run at.
That's what happens as position 5 sometimes, you know, looking across the map.
That's what happens as you get older.
As you get older, you come up with names like Nigma, and then you go AFK during the match. You know, things happen, Cinderin. Shit happens in life. Let me just bring up the CS here. Looks like Weeha's doing quite well for himself. 14-2 versus Excalibur's 9-3. And of course, I've talked about this time and time again, at least when Weeha was on DC, the detriment to the team, if you will, from his perspective was his laning stage. So if he can get off to a good start, like when he gets to mid to late game, and especially once he gets some items, he is pretty dirty. But top lane, looks like the Nature's Prophet will fall. Nice combos there. Nice layering of stuns between Mind Control and GH. Is it Rax?
Which stun did Legion Commander layer?
Her face.
Okay.
Nice layering of stuns by GH. Hey, technically it's correct. He layered his stun on top of his Fade Bolt, okay? I don't know.
Ah.
You know, when you're a cameraman, you say some shit sometimes when you're the cameraman and caster. Zitrax, in the meantime, gonna eat his way through.
Sexy.
Yeah, puts down a tree to block Mind Control just a bit. Will it matter, though? Another great layering of the telekinesis into a kill.
He layered his face into the ground.
Nature's Prophet had to walk the whole way. That was very interesting. I guess the teleportation was down. Must have gotten killed right after using
the Courier. Oh no, they saw it. That's a waste of TP. That feels bad.
Yeah.
Well, they're sending a second Courier.
Will he get it, is the question.
Wait, who on Nigma has the default Courier? GH, you gotta step it up, bro. That's just not okay. Look at this golden beetle for Mind Control. Yeah, beetle, bark, and plod.
You're going to make me miss a kill, by the way, by looking at these goddamn Couriers. 10 Couriers to look at now.
Unusual speed demon for Weeha. That looks fancy. It's spreading
I don't want to look.
Everywhere.
Don't make me look.
It's spreading fungi.
God damn, you actually made me miss a kill. It looks like... he died in Fountain. What?
Oh, he was TPing back and got hit by a last Lina attack. He can get resummoned by Chen, though, so not the end of the world. Kuro will do that just now.
Kuro has a double damage rune. Like
he's chosen to get the Ogre Frost Mage creep. I think the priority here is just, they know they have no aggressive plays. It's about hitting creeps in this lane, so keep giving the Ice Armor to Miracle and just try to sustain 20 armor on the Terrorblade right now. The magic damage of the Singularity lane is actually not that scary until Lina hits level 6. Lina's damage in lane is more or less 50-50. It's a lot about the Fiery Soul attacks, but man, they hit for nothing on this Terrorblade.
How was the Ogre Frost Mage changed again? The slow applies to range heroes now, I believe, right?
Yeah, and then it gives 2 less armor than before.
2 less armor, but it lasts longer? I think they buffed it in another way, if I'm remembering right.
I think it was just the fact that it affects range heroes, right? It might have been one more thing. That's the one that stood out to me, at least. There might be some duration in there.
Man, look at this mid lane, though. Weeha, 38-9 versus 22-3. This is complete domination right now.
And he got first blooded. Oh, yeah, and now he got a sec. Did he just get a second D ward on the same sentry? No, this is another sentry. No, it's a new sentry. Wait, is it? Or is this the old sentry?
They last 8 minutes now, so I think this is the same
I think
one.
it's the first sentry. Man, Excalibur just placed the same ward again. That's a blunder. There's nothing more to say than that. That's just flat out blunder.
Well, do you think it was kind of mind games where he maybe just forgot they last 8 minutes now, even though it hasn't even been 6?
Yeah.
So it's been like 5.5 minutes. But I could see you putting it in the same spot after it's expired because the opponent would never guess that you'd put it in the exact same spot again, right?
It's just a mistake. I don't think we need to sugarcoat it.
I want to sugarcoat it some more. Kuroki, in the meantime, taking an LSA. And it looks like this will be another death for him. As there's a courier. Will they actually?
Oh, Weehaw.
They're not going to go for it. Kuroki dies. Weehaw, like you said, jumps in. The shark boat comes in, gets 1 kill, and Hestajo will fall as well. But Miracle comes in and goes down to Excalibur. Weehaw still has the level advantage on him. And will attempt to do some more damage, this time to the Nature's Prophet. Does not have X for another 17 seconds. This was just nerfed, so the cooldown is pretty ridiculous now.
Torrent
does hit! That was the normal TP for Nature's Prophet. And we got excited for nothing because he can't really get the kill. Can't really follow it up with anything.
It still sucks to lose your TP there. The bottom shrine is used, so he has to do all the long walk to base without boots. This takes a long time.
Long walk of shame. Yeah.
Serious efficiency loss. Miracle mid. Ooh. He didn't know.
LSA into the split earth. And that's going to be another easy kill as Miracle. That bottom lane, as it looks like Drow Ranger will die in the top. I get the... That one I get to miss. Like that was at the same time, basically. Guys.
Lina mid. Oh, he missed the stun.
Oh, into Torrent coming in.
What the?
He doesn't really have anything on top of this though, so
he just flat out completely missed his Tidebringer. It wasn't even close. That would have. I think that might have been a kill if he did it.
You're right. I didn't think he had nearly enough damage. So both safe laners, mostly for Nigma right now, have died several times. So this bottom lane looks super lost. Of course, Drow did die just recently, so... As we're going to see the first duel of the game, and it looks like Mind Control will get that damage, as Kuroki getting chased now by Hestajo.
Yeah, I mean, sure, they lost bottom, but Terrorblade is still level 6 and Drow is level 4, right? So I would still call it an overall big win, to be honest, for Nigma. And Terrorblade also, as a hero, I think thrives more while being sacked. He can always go jungle on level 4 and 5, compared to Drow, whose jungling is honestly atrocious until she's 6, right?
And it's way worse than before, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't insta-kill creeps.
It should be, at least. I mean, not a Drow player, so...
Multi-shot seems like it could be good for taking out stacks, though. In theory. Yeah. I don't know if that actually is the case. What's the damage it does at level 4? So 185% base. Well, because he doesn't have his ult yet. He needs the agility. It makes a huge difference. It's based on your base attack damage, so right now it's going to be complete garbo. But you're right, the level advantage is definitely in the favor of Nigma right now. As Ocean Heart, I believe both teams have it. Am I wrong on this? Yes. Both teams have it. Very exciting item. You have to be in the river to get the...
How do you see that both teams have it?
You click on the neutral shop, and then you click on somebody from each respective team. And it'll show which items they have. As Broom Handle picked up. Oh, whoa, an Ironwood tree recipe. Whoa.
Shut the fuck up.
How dare you? I'm trying to hype up these items, Cinderin.
Well, okay, so who got the tree? It was Mind Control. Does anyone... I think it's pretty good to give it to the Terrorblade, actually, just because of the all stats. Terrorblade needs strength. I don't know.
It's 10 minutes, by the way. Outpost Wars. Looks like Nigma's going to get the bottom, and Singularity will get the top.
Very default situation. This exact split.
Oh, Weehaw.
Oh, top lane.
Weehaw.
Okay, Weehaw.
He gets off the boat into the torrent. It will connect onto 2. We're seeing the multi-shot come into play now. Doing a little bit of damage, and it'll be an... Weehaw's been doing some interesting things lately, I have to say.
That was almost a straight disrespect. Like, I don't think you guys are smart enough to have taken this outpost already. That's literally what it looked like. And now he got GH baited in too. Yeah. To try to help him, and now they will lose their tower. That was honestly very costly for I mean, I'm not going to say high risk, low reward, because getting both outposts is a huge reward, but man, that, I don't know, that seems a little crazy.
And now Kuroki taking some damage in the bot lane. Hesta Joe gets off the silence thanks to that Curse of Avernus. Whose courier is this? Is it? Oh, God, I'd be so tempted to go for that courier, not going to lie. As Kuroki pops the ult, so we'll live for now. Weeha TP's into the outpost, but Excalibur is here. He gets a double split earth. They're going to find the kill on Kuroki first. Now Weeha trying to chase down Hesta Joe. Does not have his ultimate for another 15 seconds. They're just going to turn onto Weeha. Pops the wand, so we'll live for now, but finally falls. That's 2 deaths in a row for Weeha. That time he was baited by Kuroki. The baits are real for Team Nigma. As Trusty Shovel is taken. Tasty.
They definitely lost quite a bit on this. Oh yeah, the shovel. What did he dig up?
I think maybe TPs, probably.
Yeah, he dug up TP, right.
Now the question is it like the Battle Pass, where if you stop channeling halfway through, it cancels it and it goes on cooldown? We need to know.
I don't know.
It's probably the
Knowing
case.
Valve, they probably coded it the exact same way, or even recycled it and didn't even code it.
That's right.
Again. Oh, Kuro is in trouble.
Is the way of the world for Valve.
Kuro is in dead bull.
Yes, he is dead.
Thanks, GH, for quickening my demise.
With absolutely no mana. They're just going to turn on this tier 1 tower.
This is honestly suddenly, like, it reminds me of last game, right?
Yeah.
It's happening in a different timing. Last game, this happened at 25 minutes, and it was Singularity dropping the ball a bit. And this time, Nigma, a couple of quick moves in a row where Singularity punished them, and now this is Avalanche. They lost 2 tier 1 towers. They lost their mid-core twice. They lost their Chen twice, and I think they also lost Rubik once or twice in the span of like 2 minutes. This has been a very big dire win, and it's scary when Leshrac gets to this stage in this kind of game. I think he's very, very good here. Just needs to be... The thing that he needs to avoid is getting caught by a full Kunkka combo with Terrorblade hitting with Metamorphosis, but outside of that, I don't know if he can die if Abaddon is near.
Look at the... Oh, we're going to see a Torrent onto Creeps. Very exciting stuff for Weeha. Look at the minimap. Look at how many couriers... Like, if I showed you this picture of this minimap like 2 weeks ago, you would have thought it's a mini game in Dota, right? Like, this is turbo mode, 100%.
I would have thought it was a turbo match.
It's so funny. I think they do need to change it so you can tell a little bit easier whose courier it is.
Okay, that multi-shot cleared a camp pretty fast, by the way.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right, we're on Drow.
It was a
now.
1 stack, right? It was 1 camp, but it died very quickly.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Well, we talked about it a moment ago. Give me a break.
I mean, he has... Oh, it looked like he has double damage. That's actually a mana pot. My goodness. I'm telling you, multi-shot's got to be good, man. And I think they're going to continue to buff it if it's not good. Like, the concept, I think, works perfectly for this hero. So I'm pretty excited to see if they can... I mean, it even has some wombo combo potential, which wasn't really a Drow thing in the past, right? Not only can you meme with tower destroying, but you can use her in a wombo combo setup with your favorite hero.
Does it...
Faceless Void.
Does it get more range if you have more attack range?
That's a good question.
I just bought a Dragon Lance, so I'm gonna say yes. Doesn't it just... Or... Oh, that has... Wait, that has really long range. I actually don't know.
It probably doesn't really matter. It probably does not work that way.
Nobody knows. Welcome
They're going to smoke it up.
23.
Indeed. 8.0, as it's also called.
Oh, Weeha again.
Yeah, they're going to find Weeha. Excalibur. The Gust does connect. The boat comes in, so he's going to get that rum. It's 40% damage reduction now as opposed to 60 from before, at least at level 3. But either way, not enough to save him in this instance, as they're going to turn it to GH. So again, the 1-2 kills from Weeha to GH. As it is about the 15-minute mark, and Singularity is going to get bottom, and they have top. So this is a huge deal. They're going to get some nice XP. They have pretty good map control to get at least 3 of these bounties, if not all 4. And they get the tier 1 tower. So this is a huge swing. And Hesta Joe gets his 25% XP gain. That's a game-winning option right there, Synderen. What a great choice.
I think choosing XP gain was the right choice this game. Because it's a game. So nice choice there.
Because you're playing Dota, if you see XP gain, you take... Now, the question is, Synderen, how low does it need to be to not take? Is 10% enough?
Then I would take move speed.
15%?
I don't know. Is this an auction?
15? Hit him at 15 here.
Talent
15
auction?
XP? I think 10's
Please
too
don't
low.
become an auctioneer. That was a very annoying voice.
Anybody want to take 15 XP, 20 XP, 40 XP? Oh, it looks like we're going to have a
Oh, this would be
gank
a big
attempt
kill.
on
Oh, he missed
Excalibur.
overwhelming odds on one hero. That is
TP.
not a good look.
He's going to have some TP support for Excalibur. The net hits on top of the torrent. Rubik. Looks like GH will be the first to fall in this engagement. The question is, can Singularity catch anybody else? It is unlikely.
Looks like no.
Look at this. Oh, nice creep kill. See, are you telling me you don't like this skill? Multi-shot?
I didn't say I don't like it. You're putting words in my mouth right now. I said I
You
don't know
hated
how
this
good
spell.
it is.
You really
I hate
despise
this spell.
Just admit it. I can... Oh, Pupil's Gift. By the way, in your games, have people been missing the neutral items? I've seen a lot of pros just not even notice. It's been kind of triggering, actually. Is X marks the spot?
It plays a
be
sound
there?
when it drops even.
I know. And it shows something on your
Oh
screen.
boy,
Is
Kuro's
Kuroki.
dead.
Looks like he's going to take the brunt
All
of the
right,
damage.
this is trouble.
Nice
This is
net,
dive
though.
territory, I think.
Aphotic shield. Yeah, let's see if Singularity makes the same mistake as last time. As a lot of these creeps are being taken out in quick succession. Miracle has Metamorphosis, so we'll see if Singularity wants to continue the pressure here or not. Tier 2 tower has not even been touched yet. And Hesta Joe very low on mana, so will likely just fall back, and looks like that's going to be exactly the case. As an Imp Claw, which has been nerfed to the ground.
Actually necessary. If he didn't get TP'd there, this could have got really bad. But Singularity settle this time around. But they've got a really good grip on the map, right? And this is one of the things that Furion 5 does the best, is you're in an aggressive position on one side of the map, you teleport your Prophet to the other side, he starts pushing that side, and he obviously has teleportation ready at any given moment to reconnect with his team, so... Oh, Kuro? Is he going to get sprouted?
Yeah, they're back bottom, Kuroki.
That's a yes.
Exactly that. There's your Sprout setup. There's your Split Earth setup. Torrent will connect onto one.
Very nice spell combo there. Stun combo from Telekinesis.
Yep, the layering is just out of control this game.
Oh, layering, that was the word.
Layering. Excalibur's going to TP out.
They got the X mark off.
Spot. Looks like they might find a kill here. It's actually going to connect on 2 heroes. See how aggressive they actually want to be. Miscoil was stolen for Rubik. But the multi-shot, just too strong, Synderen. As it looks like this tier 2 tower is...
like almost nothing.
Shut your mouth. Oh,
double
sprout. 2 heroes. Will the LSA connect? No, the Split Earth misses. Excalibur way off on that mark. But we'll pop the Diabolic Edict. So this tier 2 tower looks like it's going to fall one way or the other. But can they find the kill on Leshrac is the question. Telekinesis. Aphotic Shield does connect. There's the second duel of the game. He's going to get the damage out of that. So Mind Control with 28 damage to speak of. Nature's Prophet taking a lot of damage on the sidelines, though. Laguna Blade, but there's the Hand of God keeping Miracle alive. And the Sunder is there as Alchemist, who's not in the game. It's Abaddon. Gets absolutely destroyed. 4 for nothing. Just tell me that was the best play calling you've ever heard, Synderen.
Damn, Alchemist got deleted. He's out of the game.
Technically, it's true. I mean, I didn't say anything wrong, right?
Yeah, no, Alchemist isn't there. You're right.
But at least Drow Ranger
that was pretty
got out
tight,
of
though. They got the silence on Miracle from Abaddon, and then they tried to Laguna burst him, but Hand of God into Sunder made that very, very easy to deal with.
Yep.
And this is the exact way that Nigma need the fights to break out, is that they catch Lesh with Kunkka, and Terrorblade gets to hit. And that is... It's what we talked about like 5 minutes ago, that's the one threat, is Leshrac getting caught out and not being able to sustain. He has the Pupil's Gift, and he has the Ocean Heart, but... outside of that, no really good tanking items. He doesn't have a BKB to prevent himself from the stuns. He doesn't have that much.
We're gonna have a
health.
fight at the North Outpost. Excalibur gets initiated on. There's the duel into the Shark, and that's another kill for Team
And Alchemist
Nigma.
goes down.
Alchemist is fucking dead. Mind Control in the meantime. Oh, does get the bounty rune just before the right click connects from the Nature's Prophet. The Gust.
All right,
will
and
hit.
see, are you
Looks like
being
they're
a
gonna
bit too
fight
cute
here.
here? The answer is
LSA,
yes.
Laguna Blade, and look at that split shot. Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. Weehaw getting slowed perpetually into another LSA, and looks like Nigma bit off a little too much, as your dog Onion would say.
I'm not
a little
quite
too much.
sure what the prospects of that chase was for Mind Control. He would be running into the enemy high ground next to the shrine area, and he didn't have duel ready. So this is honestly really costly. Once again, flat out just a blunder here from Nigma getting too excited. They're going to lose a Roshan off this. I don't think they can contest this in time. They're going to get the D ward off, but Rosh will be dead.
Yep.
And I guess
Rosh
the Aegis will go
dead.
to the Drow.
Indubitably, as they kill off the Wild Wing Ripper as well.
I wonder what you buy on Leshrac this game. So he's rushing... what's that? Octarine, right? No, Bloodstone. Yeah. That's Bloodstone. Right.
So Bloodstone now has Spell Lamp, right?
Good.
Attached to each charge.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. I need to remember, like when I look at the inventories, I need to remember the different build-ups, because I was like, his inventory doesn't have that much health right now. But obviously transforming this into Bloodstone solves a lot of problems. He now got the 15 strength talent. So now he went from not being very tanky to being almost twice as tanky as before. He got all the health from the Bloodstone, he got the strength talent, and now he has the Death Pact that he can use as well. Or Blood Pact, sorry. Not Death Pact. Blood Pact.
Death Pact. Isn't that Clinks? Clinks isn't in this game.
No.
Contrary to popular belief,
Alchemist
and Clinks are not in this game, guys. I know it's confusing, but that's 7.23 B for you. Gust hits on Weeha, but they're going to get purged off by the LC. Looks like Diabolic Eat is going to do majority of the damage here.
Good lift from Rubik.
Onto
that
the
might
tier
have to
2.
save Weeha.
Laguna Blade onto Weeha. He gets silenced again. Boat comes in. Doesn't look like they have enough damage to actually take him out, but the tier 2 tower will be not fortified, but the backdoor protection is there. And it looks like Singularity has to back now. There's the Reflection, doing a decent amount of damage to Hesta Joe, who's, by the way, is going... sorry, not Hesta Joe, but Miracle's going Scotty now. So has Manta Scotty, found an Aquila in the neutral jungle. Yep, that's quite nice for him, along with the drums, of course.
And the Kunkka is going pipe into Ags. Look how smart we can look sometimes.
Weeha has... I said he was definitely not going pipe, by the way.
Well, I said he might go pipe. I said one of them would go pipe. Him or Legion, right?
Well, that's shocking. Somebody goes pipe in a game of Dota? I've never...
Okay.
Could never have guessed.
Okay, buddy.
But Weeha's come a long way, Cinderin. Buying pipe for the team into Aghanim Scepter. I love it. What a good, clean boy he's become. Philosopher's Stone, by the way, on Rubik.
Good, clean boy with dirty plays this game.
But dirty in both ways, I would say.
Yes.
He's fed a couple times. But that's just the
good
Weeha
kind
way.
of dirty where you're like, ooh, that's dirty. And the bad kind of dirty where you're like, oh, that's dirty.
That's right. It's all about inflection, if you guys aren't aware.
Yes.
Cinderin said two different things despite saying the same thing.
Yep.
That's how English works. And I'm
that's
sure
a
other
very
languages.
great lesson for people when interacting with anything in life.
That's right.
If the person saying it looks at you like they want to kill you, it's probably not a good thing, even though they're saying the same thing.
I get that experience a lot, actually.
Yeah.
The negative side. So, Weeha takes the 120 torrent damage talent. Now, the 20 strength is really good at 20, Cinderin, but because he's going Ags, do you think the torrent AoE comes into play? As Kuroki's dead, by the way.
Does it work with torrent?
Wait, is he? Is he? Oh!
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. So, let me find Aghanim Scepter here. Okay, it doesn't say anything for him. We'll have to wait till he buys
I'm
it.
assuming it just casts your current level of torrent, right?
That's my assumption. That's why I would say
so. If it works that way, you definitely take torrent AoE. He also took torrent damage on 15.
Yes.
If you go Ags, and that works, definitely torrent AoE.
Oh, Nature's Prophet. It's about to be
thinking
25 minutes
they
here.
Get these outposts, so GH
Outpost
will snipe
battle.
the bottom one.
About to be here. Miracle. Manta's off the gust. Some damage being done to mind control. As Hesta Joe. Looks like Singularity wants to back out of here, so they're not going to get that outpost. The Laguna Blade comes in, and Lina drops to the deck. As I say, that Nature's Prophet does get it in a nick of time, so they actually have both. No, that's not true. It's a 1-for-1, ladies and gentlemen. Hesta Joe in the meantime getting healed up by the illusions of Miracle. There's the duel. Doesn't look like the damage is going to... Oh, it's going to be close! Nope. No damage for you. Mind control, but they will get the kill nonetheless.
A little bit early on the duel there. I don't think he had to use it yet. Wanted to keep him in place. Sure, you don't get the damage, but you do get the kill in the end.
Paladin
okay,
sword.
How many times have we seen Miracle's Terrorblade win games like this? Look at the net worth.
Countless.
Just look at it.
Oh, I forgot to change the net worth.
Space.
Thank you.
Because basically what's been happening in this game is that Singularity have tried to put pressure, and they found a lot of kills on the Chen and the Kunkka, but the Terrorblade, for the most part, outside of those 2 early deaths before he was level 6, has just been able to farm a lot on the other side of the map. And Nigma have played this countless times at TI, so they're extremely comfortable with the playstyle.
Bloodstone was activated for the extra regen.
Oh, he got X'd. This is a problem.
X into boat, into torrent. Will hit. Duel. They want to duel so badly, but the splitter's going to hit onto 2 heroes. Excalibur actually lives with very little mana. He's going to attempt to TP out now. Torrent comes in. That's the Ags. The Torrent Storm like you've never seen before. It's a 1-for-1 the buyback now onto the Nature's Prophet. He'll be back very shortly. Excalibur somehow still alive. This Bloodstone is god tier. Holy Jesus. Somehow they come out on top despite the buyback.
Ags, said Kunkka, and casts Torrent Storm.
Yes, very good.
And Terrorblade didn't have Metamorphosis, so it was still not a good fight. That's kind of my analysis on this fight.
Thank you.
Yeah, they need the... If Terrorblade has meta there, they crush this fight completely. But Miracle couldn't really get involved. And this is a bit of an opening. This tower might actually fall. 20 seconds on Kunkka and Legion. Yeah. You have no meta for 20 as well. It could even be Rax, honestly. Let's see how strong they feel here.
They do use Fort. Kunkka Chen back in 10 seconds, so the death timers aren't that long, but
for the tower.
They do hit very hard.
It's a good call. That's good. Okay, shrines are open. Let's take the Roche Shrine away from the Radiant here.
Oh, another courier dies, which we won't pay attention to. Remember, too much to look at. So Excalibur looking towards a BKB now, not too far away from that. As again, Nature's Prophet. An outpost is his. I want to see some stats, if that even exists, for heroes that have gotten the most outposts. Nature's Prophet's got to be number 1, right?
He's got to be high up at least. Maybe an Invis hero that can get all the way toward it before becoming visible as well, like Ricky or Bounty Hunter. Could also maybe be good, but yeah, I think.
Did you know you can smoke and take outposts and still not be visible? It's pretty nice.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's a nice little trick, Cinderin.
Yeah. That's clever. Oh, Lena's in trouble.
Lena's clears the path for them to find her, and now she dies. It happens.
Pop.
DD is in the bot lane. I mean, the best bait is to have one person go for an outpost and then have 2 people smoked right literally on top of them. And you have an opponent TP in to die. It's a lot of fun.
Double damage.
So they gave the Paladin sword to Hestajo. I don't know if that's the right call. 17% lifesteal is a really big deal for a hero like Drow, I would say. I think I would like them to swap. Because, I mean, yeah, you amplify healing and lifesteal on your Abaddon as well. Does it amplify? It shouldn't amplify. No, it's the wearers. So, yeah, I would kind of like to give that to Drow. That should also amplify the lifesteal she gets from the Vlads on top of giving her the lifesteal of the Paladin.
She wants this Imp Claw real bad.
I'm okay with keeping the Imp Claw on her, to be honest. 24 damage is quite a lot when you have that much attack speed. But you could give the Ironwood tree to Abaddon and then give her the Paladin sword. I think that would be better. Or maybe Orb of Destruction. The multi-shot does not proc orbs, right? You don't
I'm not sure about
Orb
that.
of Destruction on everybody if you use multi, do you?
So I could be wrong. I haven't tested this out. I would actually assume it does proc items because it's based on their base attack. But I could be wrong.
So you could proc Maelstrom with it too.
This is a 50-50 for me. I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, I'm saying 51-49. I think if I had to guess, I would say yes, it procs items, but I'm not sure. Oh, Excalibur runs right into Weehaw. X marks the spot is there. Excalibur
he has BKB this
does
time.
have BKB. He's at half HP, though. Gonna have to pop here. He's taking a lot of damage. Mind control with the duel. Do they have enough damage to actually keep him alive, though, or to take him out? It's going to be close. Looks like he'll fall, but no more damage from Mind Control as the Torrent Storm hits on 2 heroes. BKB popped by Drow, going to apply all her pressure to Weehaw, but the Hand of God again, keeping people alive. Kuroki God doing it again. Telekinesis was very brief, as now Drow Ranger attempting to get out of dodge. Looks like he'll finally go down that last right click as a triple kill comes in tow for Miracle, as he is going to continue to just pound upon everyone from Singularity. An ultra kill. He wants that rampage real bad. Multiple buybacks now for Singularity. And it looks like Team Nigma will fall back for now.
Mindbreaker on Terrorblade. Ain't that something?
Yeah, this is one of those items we were talking about. We think in this tier is a little bit too strong. Oh, GH is going to be found by... Nope. Maybe it's the other way around, actually. Mind control.
Oh.
He's doing a really good job of not being seen.
He's dead now.
But finally they see him. Reflection comes out. Oh. Mind control's like, I have a duel. I have a duel. Let me duel. Let me duel. Let me duel. Please, please, please. And it looks like Chen was taken out in the meantime, but we're going to watch this duel come in. And Mind control now with 72 extra damage for that Legion Commander.
Is good-like.
Yep, this is a typical typical Miracle Terrorblade. What can you say?
He's so fucking farmed. Can I just say that, please? He is very rich. He almost has the combined net worth of the next 2 players in the game.
Yeah.
Who haven't had bad games. Like, the Leshrac game has been pretty damn good, right? For the most part. But Miracle has just had the whole map to play with. Oh, this is a big moment.
He is surrounded, gets gusted, is taken off immediately by Mind Control. Oh my god, the Torrent hits 3 heroes.
Oh boy.
Boat comes in, it's not going to hit anybody. So a hit and a miss from Weehaw.
In his own Torrent.
Yeah, they're going to continue on though. It looks like Lina's going to be the first to fall as the Torrent Storm goes off. And the duel cancels the TP of the Drow. And this is just getting out of control now. It's a double kill for Miracle. GG is called. Team Nigma, 2-0s. They got off to slow starts in each respective game and then just dominated.
Yep. And I think when you watch a game like this and you look at Nigma's current form, I think it makes sense that they didn't make it directly.